Hey, how's everybody doing? Today is, what's today, Miles?
Thursday, the 11th.
Today's Thursday 11th. You know, man, ever since I came here, I moved here, I don't care about time anymore. I don't. You know, what me and Miles are doing today, yes, we're smoking.
Lighter, please.
Lighter in around here? Okay, I'll get it. But, what was I talking about? Oh, ever since I moved to the Philippines, time means nothing to me.
You forgot. Forgot what is the day.
Well, I just, you know, the only day at times, and I got to set up on my phone, is got to shut these windows so the smoke don't come in. I got to set up my phone. If I got an appointment to go somewhere, I got to set up on the phone where it notifies me it's the day before and what time I have that appointment. I don't worry about anything else. Yeah, Miles, myself, here's our charcoal. Greatest invention in the world, man. Why are you putting them in there?
But I can need to.
Okay. Yeah, today we're gonna the heck? Just put it in there. Man, this thing's not even a second time we used it. I can't believe this. Watch your fingers. I don't want to burn you. Yeah, second time we use this thing. I wonder where it's made. Where do you think it's made at?
China. Wait.
China?
Yeah.
You sure?
Don't.
Why are you hating on the Chinese, man?
You always say that.
Why are you hating on the Chinese? It's not the Chinese people I got a problem with. It's just CCP.
China products, so.
Chinese people are just like us, man. They're just trying to make a living and survive. That's all they're doing. I have nothing against the Asian culture. I'm married to an Asian woman. That would be really stupid if I had a problem with. Ooh, I'm sorry. It'd be really stupid if I had a problem with Asians. Really stupid. Yeah, it'll take about, what, 3 to 4 hours for it to cook?
3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Planning to grow up this morning. I'll give you all a look for all you cleaned it up. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Cleaned it up. Couldn't get the pan at the bottom, man. I even pressure washed it. Didn't do it. I didn't pressure wash the inside of the grill. No, I would have made too much of a mess. But even pressure washed the pan, the charcoal pan. Didn't do very much for it. Gave me something to do, but didn't do very much for it. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. Staying out of trouble. Dealing with the BS.
What is BS?
Bullshit. Yeah, got Chef Miles here. Believe it or not, I have a degree in culinary arts. But you know, I went to college after I retired from the military. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I mean, I love to cook. I do. I love to cook. But I like other things too. But I was thinking, what could I do that I know...
I love to cook.
That I know that would be an ongoing thing. In other words, you know, work-wise. And I thought, you know, there's something... People got to eat. No matter how hard things are. Some people have to eat at a restaurant or whatever. So I said, you know, let me try this. Well, I got my associate's degree in culinary arts. And I did it for a while, man. I'll tell you. Bless you, young-hearted people, man. It's a young man's game, young person. I shouldn't say man, because there's a lot of women chefs out there too, a lot. But it's weird. There's more men chefs than there is women. I don't understand that. But anyway, it's a young man's game. And I'll tell you, in a restaurant, there is so much drama, so much. Oh my God! Somebody's sleeping with this one. Somebody's sleeping with that one. This one's getting screwed over. It was like. And the managers ain't no better. They are not no better. So much drama. I worked at a couple places. And I also had a part-time job at Golden Corral. I just, for extra money. I did all the meat prep and stuff like that because I didn't want to deal with the drama. So the meat prep people, which was me, one, stayed in an area, well actually it was a room, a refrigerated room. It was always freaking cold as hell in there. And you work, man. You work. And you got people, they got, and go, I don't know about any other place. Well, some restaurants do, but Golden Corral, they got cameras. Although the theft rate is very high for the workers. Workers stealing all the time. But, yeah, cameras all over the place. And I will say, though, Golden Corral, I would say I'd say between 90 to 95% of their stuff is made from scratch. Believe it or not, it is made from the mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese. The only thing that they can is mostly like their vegetables, their hash brown. No, not the hash browns, I'm sorry. Their, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Salads.
No, that's all made from salads. They got every day they had like 2 or 3 people doing the salad. They have salad prep people. They have veg prep people. Veg prep people are usually the ones they ain't worth anything because all you gotta do is open up. No, you don't even gotta do that. You take a whole can, a big can, and they put it in a steamer, and then it's set on a timer. They pull it out, they open it up, and they put it in a pan. Boom, it's done. They had 2 people doing that. They were usually like they're on their way out the door, and I would not. No, that was offered if I wanted to be a manager. I was like, no, no. I was getting paid by the hour. I was getting paid pretty good. At the time I was getting paid $13 an hour, and I enjoyed it because I was in a room by myself. I could do anything. I could listen to music. And I made steaks and hamburgers and, all the prepping all the chicken and everything like that. But I was left alone. Nobody bothered me. The managers, I had them come in once. The first day I was there, the manager was in there for 1 hour showing me everything. I said, let me ask you something. He was kind of annoying, kind of like a nerdy-ish guy. And I said, let me ask you something. Do you have an operation book? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, do you have like a menu book that tells you step by step what has to be done? He goes, yeah, right here. And I said, you can go away. I'll just read the book. Because the guy was like, he'd take that piece of hamburger. He would make that last like 5 minutes in a sentence. It was like, okay, dude. In other words, I guess he got so used to dealing with people that weren't, that had a hard time understanding things. And he kind of dummied it down, so he like exaggerated when he explaining stuff. Yeah, he was in there 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes to an hour, if that. Most of it was just sitting there drinking, getting to know me kind of talk. And he gave me a cup of coffee, and we're sitting there talking. He says, I ain't gonna have to worry about you. And they never did. They never came in and asked me about anything. I always had everything up that they needed. And what I usually did is I prepped everything for the next day. So like the steaks, so they can marinate. Because they chicard them where you punch the holes in them. We did that, and then you soak them in a marinade. You pour it out, and then you put this seasoning on it, and you put it in the big plastic crates, and then into the walk-in. And I always told them, I said, hey man, the meat will be a lot tender and tastes a lot better if you let it marinate 24 hours. They were doing it like an hour before they would cook it. And then after a while, man, the owner the chain of restaurants of Golden Corral, he came in one time and he asked me, what are you doing with these steaks? I said, is this a good thing or a bad thing? He says, no, they're good. He goes, what are you doing? And I told him, he says, do you want to train people? And I said, nope. And he looked at me, I said, man, I said, all they got to do is they do exactly what's on the board, on the recipe here, but you do it day before and let it sit overnight. 24 hours. You give it 24, because they didn't start serving steak until, what, 3 o'clock in the afternoon? So you try to make it sure you were done the steak. And I always did the steaks the first thing in the morning. You do it in the morning. They sat there, and they were good, man. They're nice and tender. But see, a lot of going corrals, the meat prep guys don't do that, man. They just cut it and throw it into the bin, and they're done with it. Yeah, but like I said, man, it was a young man's game. Then I worked at another restaurant. At the same time, I was trying to make, I don't know, I was so used to the military life that, you know, you work, and then you have time to get rest, you know? I mean, there's times in the military I worked 18-hour days, and then you lay down and say, I'm getting a couple hours sleep, and they left you alone. Well, it's a whole new world when you go out to the civilian world. And, yeah, it was crazy, man. I was working 2 jobs. I was with an ex-wife. She was freaking crazy as hell, man. That's not how me and Miles met, what, 10, 14 years after my divorce from my ex-wife, man. She was crazy. And I know people, oh, you just saying because you're divorced. No, she was crazy. She was bipolar. She was crazy. And her family didn't want nothing to do with her. Nothing to do. Huh?
Michelle?
Yes. Her family didn't want nothing to do with her, and I was like wondering what's going on, you know? But you find when you retire, and I know a lot of other military men might think the same thing. When you retire, you get to really. During my time in the military, I was really never home. All right? I come home, and I get a beep, and I got to go. You know, that's just the way it was. And then when you retire, man, you get to realize, you know, some guys are like, I don't even like this person, you know? And I mean, you realize it, you know, this person's very toxic, very poisonous. And no, I don't blame her. I mean, she had stuff going on in her head that she never dealt with, man. She never dealt with it. And unfortunately, people around her suffered for it. But well, I hope she's having a good life now. You know, I don't wish bad things on people. I hope she's getting the help she needs, because she was evil, man. She was evil, pure evil. And I know she has her side. There's always 2 sides to every story, and this is my side. Maybe she'll make a YouTube chat video and put her side. I doubt it, but maybe. Well, there's 2 sides to every story, you know. You listen to one side, you listen to the other side, and you come to your own conclusion. Just like I always do with everybody else. You know, they always got their side, they got their side, and then you come to your own conclusion. You know, who's the bad guy in this? Usually it's not the bad guy, they just don't like each other. You know?
I therefore concluded that he is a bad guy.
I'm gonna bring up one thing though, man.
Okay.
We're talking about relationships, you know. I don't know if people know this, but a Philippine woman is considered one of the most beautifulest women in the world. You look at Miss Universe. They usually win, or they rank like, you know, runner-up or whatever. All right. So you can, and the ratio, the Philippine man to the Philippine woman ratio is there's more Philippine women in this country than there are men. So you don't have to settle. If you get with a woman that's, of course, like I said, beautiful, but she's just evil, say goodbye. Say goodbye. You don't have to deal with that, man. You don't have to deal with that nonsense. You can move on. You know? And I'll tell you, grab the camera. A Philippine woman, for the most part, now you do have your, bring it up a little bit. A Philippine woman, my observation, okay? This is my observation. A Philippine woman can be the most kindest, genuine person. Now, they have their mood swings. That's fine. They have their mood swings. But they're the most kindest, genuine people, okay?
They are very moody.
Oh, yeah, they're down. Believe me, I know. Now, Miles is not that moody. I have learned how to deal with Miles when she has, what do they call that?
Tampo.
Tempo. I have learned that when a Philippine woman has tempo, don't mess with her, man. Don't try to be nice to her. Let her go through the motions. Because I'll tell you though, when a Philippine woman has tempo, it's the most scariest thing you ever have to go through, and I'll tell you why. Unlike the West, where when a woman is pissed off at you, she lets you know why she's mad at you. A Philippine woman says nothing. Nothing. It's scary. And you want to know something? 9 times out of 10, you will never find out why this woman's pissed off at you. It could be nothing, or it could be where a girl walked past you and you looked at her. Boom, she's pissed off at you. You know, so like I said, man, the man, the woman, Philippine man, the woman ratio, the woman outnumber the men. Okay, the Philippine woman is considered one of the most beautiful females in the world. Look at Miss Universe. They always win, or they're usually a runner-up every year. Come on, let's admit to it. So you don't have to settle, man. If you meet a woman and all of a sudden you realize she's freaking evil, or she's a gold digger, or she's using you, say goodbye.
Bye.
And then I'm not saying jump on to another one. Look around. Take your time. Don't make that quick decision. All right, hey man, I'll let you go. We're starting our smoking process. Well, I'm not. I've been here running my mouth. Miles loves doing this stuff. But I'll let you all go. Talk to you later. Peace, love, and be good to yourself. Bye.
Bye.
I'm trying to keep it.